In the name of Allah. Hello friends. I am here again, and as I promised you in the previous clip, today in this clip you will get to know more about the life of sharks. And it is also necessary to say that I will go to crabs in the next clip. If these clips are useful for you and you enjoy these clips, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, let's go. Sharks are a group of different types of fish, which themselves have different species, such as aquarium sharks. The body skeleton of these animals is made of cartilage, which is relatively rigid. Also, there are 5 or 7 rows of gills on both sides of the head of this cartilaginous fish, and they have special neck fins that do not combine with the animal's neck. These points are part of the appearance points of this huge creature. These sharks are closely related to table fishes. In other words, it can be said that table fishes have evolved from these sharks in the evolution cycle. The heart of a shark has 2 chambers called the auricle and the ventricle. Sharks have a cover that protects their skin and prevents harmful and dangerous parasites from entering their bodies. In addition to this cover also increases the speed of movement and swimming in these animals. These sharks can swim at a speed of 55 kilometers per hour, and their movement is such that they use their tail fin to speed up their swimming. Dangerous human activities have caused many populations of these sharks to be threatened by humans, as well as 10 reasons for excessive hunting and hunting of this animal. Today, in most parts of the world, they must hunt and hunt these marine creatures. Let them have a license to catch them. The sound of sharks in the sea is a very scary sound. There are all kinds of sharks in the seas of the Persian Gulf and Oman. The lifespan of different types of sharks is different and depends on many factors such as where they live and hunting, etc. But in general these animals have a relatively long lifespan. Most of these sharks do not usually live in fresh water. In general, they live in the salty waters of oceans and seas. Although there are exceptions, because the conditions and interests of all species and types of these sharks are not the same, and there are bull sharks and river sharks, these 2 types of sharks can live both in fresh water and they live in sea water. There are about 500 different and diverse species of sharks in the world. The smallest species of these sharks is only 17 centimeters long, and the largest of them is about 12 meters long, which is the largest type of sharks. It is also called walrus. These animals are often found at different depths, but they are usually found at a depth of 2,000 meters from the sea. The sex glands of sharks are located on the back of their body and somewhere behind their liver tissue and above their chest, and their sex organs are located in their chest like other fish. Most of these sharks have internal fertilization and reproduce by giving birth to their babies, and these large aquatic animals are also reproductive, but due to the differences between the types of species of this type of fish, there are some of them. They have laid eggs and have external fertilization. Also, many studies that have been carried out in the field of reproduction of these animals have led them to the conclusion that these sharks also have virgin births, and the female shark of this animal reproduces virginally and becomes pregnant through virgin birth. In the scientific classification of sharks, it is placed in the kingdom of animals, in the branch of ropes, in the sub-branch of vertebrates, and in the category of cartilaginous fishes, as well as in the subcategory of soft gills and above the cartilaginous order of mollusks. Considering that these sharks are very big and strong and are created to attack, but still many species of this type of fish do not attack and do not pose many risks to humans and are harmless, which can be one of these sharks are called whale sharks, and this species of animals is very safe for humans. In general, until today, limited species of these sharks are known to be dangerous, but swimmers and divers are advised to stay at sunset or at night or at dawn in areas where these sharks may be present. If there are, don't go because during these hours the sharks become more active to hunt. From the areas where these sharks may exist, we can point to the places where the water of the rivers flow into the sea, and in these places the possibility of the existence of these sharks is more certain. Approximately 73 million sharks are caught by humans every year, and these types of fish have no other enemies than humans. The overfishing of sharks has caused the population of hammerhead sharks to decrease by about 98%. But in the discussion of the prey of this animal, it can be said that the sense of hearing of these animals is very good, so that they use their sense of hearing for hunting and depend on this sense to feed and catch their prey. These sharks always use their teeth to hunt or swallow their food and prey, which makes them always replace their teeth. These large and dangerous aquatic animals use many different foods for their nutrition. For example, many of them feed on plankton, and many species of these sharks feed on crustaceans and small fishes around their lives. But a group of various species of these sharks, which are called whale sharks, are very large, and these giant mountains are considered the largest species of these creatures. Like sea whales, they only feed on plankton. In general, these animals may not eat any more meals for 6 days after the previous meal, and they may not hunt or eat anything after each meal for about 6 days. The duration of pregnancy of sharks is different according to their species and can vary between 2 to 5 years, and after that, the baby shark is released from the mother's body after giving birth. Well, we have reached the end of the clip. If you are satisfied with this clip, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.